So the Dualsense version 2, the Helldivers 2 controversy, and apparently PlayStation 5 runs Xbox games better. So those are the stories we're going to cover today, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. First, yes or no, are you getting Stellar Blade or not? The game drops this Friday. I just finished Final Fantasy VII Rebirth this past weekend. I'll share my thoughts on that over on X if you care about that, but I'm excited to jump into Stellar Blade when it drops. I'll be in Las Vegas for the next week after, but I'll have my PlayStation Portal on me to play while I'm there, but that's just my situation. What about you? So comment below yes or no if you're getting Stellar Blade this week or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now diving into the first story of the video, PlayStation 5 runs Xbox games better. Reading from Game Rant, interestingly, another former Xbox first-party title demonstrates noticeable advantages on PlayStation 5 for the third time in a row. The third of Xbox's multi-platform efforts on PlayStation 5, Sea of Thieves, reportedly boasts superior visuals on the Sony machine. A recent analysis comparing the Xbox Series XS and PlayStation 5 versions of Sea of Thieves revealed the latter pulling ahead on the graphical front. So far, Xbox has released Pentiment and Hi-Fi Rush on PlayStation 5, and in both cases, the PlayStation 5 port has exhibited some curious improvements over the equivalent Xbox Series X version. Sea of Thieves continues the pattern, as analysis experts Digital Foundry have put the Xbox Series X and S and PlayStation 5 builds of the game under the microscope with very intriguing results. Mirroring the situation Hi-Fi Rush found itself in, Sea of Thieves has noticeable, sharper and more detailed shadows on PlayStation 5. This advantage is consistent whether they're examined up close or over long distances, with the PlayStation 5 nearly matching the highest shadow quality preset on the PC version of the game. The PS5 also draws distance foliage detail, draw distance slightly better than the Series X, comparable to ultra settings on PC, with Pentiment running at twice the frame rate of Series X and Hi-Fi Rush's superior shadows. Sea of Thieves is the latest Xbox release that is better in some capacity on the PlayStation 5. So I haven't really talked about game comparison, Digital Foundry videos between PlayStation 5 and Xbox in a long time because, you know, that conversation kind of got a bit boring because both consoles get wins. Some games are better on Xbox, some games are better on PlayStation 5, so I haven't really talked about that in a long time. This one, though, is a weird case. Xbox's own first-party titles run better in certain aspects on PlayStation 5. That's definitely surprising to hear. Game Rant does note this could be the developer finding new optimizations while porting the game to PlayStation 5, which could make their way back to the Xbox versions of the game, and that makes sense. It doesn't change that it's still surprising to see multiple games from Xbox first party running better on PlayStation 5. And if you're enjoying the video so far, hit that subscribe button and join our growing community on our way to 150,000 subscribers. Now, diving into the second story of the video, the Dualsense version 2 is apparently out now. So this was a weird situation, and I'm still not sure what's really going on here. Earlier this year, we saw a listing on Best Buy Canada that referred to a new version of the Dualsense controller, labeled right there on the title V2. This was useful because if you looked at the image, it looks like the same exact Dualsense controller that we already have. Obviously, we know we've gotten different models since launch, but this one clearly is labeled version 2. But thanks to the title, you knew this was a new version of the controller. But what was the difference? If you look into the description of the product features, you'll see it mention exceptional 12-hour battery life on full charge, supports long gaming sessions. This was big for a lot of people because they felt the DualSense controller currently doesn't last that long when playing for hours on end, so this would be a great upgrade. That listing then disappeared not long after the news started to spread, and no one has talked about about it in months, it seems. Recently though, I started seeing mentions of the controller again, but this time the controller is on sale, which was surprising to see because we didn't get anything from PlayStation, no announcement, no nothing. Multiple random websites mentioned Dualsense V2, so I decided to dig into this. For one of the sites mentioning it, I found a user who said they bought the controller from them and they haven't noticed anything. They don't know if this is actually a new controller. They shared images of the controller and the model number had a small B lettering at the end of the controller. Looking this up, people have had this new controller dating back to late last year on Reddit, with people not noticing the real difference there. None of the listings I've seen mentioned upgraded battery life, so this doesn't seem to be the DualSense V2 controller we saw mentioned earlier this year on Best Buy Canada. I'm not sure why these sites are labeling this controller as V2, but again, it's not the controller we saw earlier this year. I hope we do hear about the V2 DualSense controller sometime soon. Maybe it'll come with the PlayStation 5 Pro. Who knows? But you guys let me know if you're going to buy the V2 DualSense with 12-hour battery life when it drops or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And now diving into the final story of the video, the Helldivers 2 controversy. So this story got a bit of traction because it's something Xbox players have wanted for a while now, and that is a port of Helldivers 2 on Xbox Series consoles. The game is out on PlayStation 5 and PC right now, and obviously it's crazy successful as we know. Apparently Xbox Era's and Nick Baker, or Special Nick on X, has stated on his recent podcast that he stressed this, just heard, that there are very early talks about the game coming to Xbox. Very early. Things obviously could fall through and nothing happens, but according to him, he's heard that there are very, very early talks of the game coming to Xbox. I'll be honest, I've said this before, and I know I'm going to get roasted. I don't mind Helldivers 2 going to Xbox. It's not a single-player title. It's a multiplayer title, and community matters more than anything. Games like God of War, Horizon, Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima, yeah, those games should stay exclusive on PlayStation, but a game like Helldivers 2, a community-focused game, I think it would benefit from more players. I will say, though, obviously, as we know, the game already has a stacked ton of players on PC and PlayStation 5, but it doesn't hurt to get the Xbox side on this as well. But of course, that's just my thoughts. But you guys let me know if you're okay with Helldivers 2 going to Xbox or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps, to subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with "Bring on the new tech." Obviously here I'm referring to the DualSense V2. Hopefully we get to hear about this thing in the near future. If you're excited for that, destroy the comment section with "Bring on the new tech," and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.
Found something.